I'm here in New Orleans with Rob Viglione, who is the co-founder of Zencash. Thanks so much for chatting with me again. It was just recently that we had an interview.
Yes, thank you very much, and that was a really fun interview.
It was indeed, and since then a lot of things have happened. So 51% attack. Tell me all about it.
Oh boy, this was the big thing. Yes, exactly. So number one, it sucked. That's to be expected, right? But so what happened was essentially someone was able to basically pull a heist on one of our partner exchanges. So they came away with about $500,000. Yeah, so the way these things work is typically they kind of deposit funds into an exchange. Once it's confirmed, they trade it, they pull funds out, and then they inject these fraudulent blocks into the chain that reverse their initial deposit. And that's what happened. So it's unfortunate. But what it did do was it kind of sprung us into action, and our engineers within a couple of weeks came up with a modification to kind of Nakamoto consensus, which is the longest chain rule, which all proof of work chains use right now. And we think that this modification should be able to prevent this from happening again.
Wow, so this is something that Zencash has created?
Yes, exactly. So we still need to test it and see if it's how secure it is, and that this itself can't be gamed, but we're very excited about it.
It was really exciting to see how well the Zencash team handled everything that went on. I mean, a 51% attack is huge, but you guys just kind of came together and took action.
Yes, yeah. So very proud of the team. Obviously, this was like a Sunday morning from like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. exercise where it was all hands on deck, and the team just really professionally went through it. So while the engineers were monitoring the situation, our tech team we also had our marketing and PR team that was just recording everything that was happening, and immediately the next morning released a very comprehensive kind of announcement to the community to explain exactly what happened, to try to kind of alleviate some of the concerns that maybe the coin supply had been compromised, which it wasn't, right? There was no counterfeiting going on, that no private keys were compromised, your funds were perfectly safe. So.
Can you walk me through this fix that you guys have come up with, how it works and what it actually does?
Definitely. So it's certainly it's a penalty mechanism. So the way that these attacks happen, the way that they're possible, is that a malicious miner can mine a whole sequence of blocks in private, not report it to the network, and then all of a sudden report all of them at once. So if you just penalize late reporting based on kind of the block height, hopefully problem solved.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting idea, and you guys haven't implemented it yet, but this is something that you are working to put out. What's the timeline for that?
So we're hoping that the code will be on our testnet in 2 weeks.
Super.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks' time, maybe we'll check back in, we'll see how everything's doing.
Yes, I would love that.
Cool. Well, best of luck with everything. You know that I love Zencash, so I hope it all works out.
Thank you very much, Naomi.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, subscribe to Naomi's YouTube channel.
Best endorsement ever.